Welcome to Father-Son Chats.
Today we're going to make English muffins. We're going to use flour, oil, eggs, dry active yeast, and water. So let's begin.
Also join the Father-Son Chats community on Discord to be notified of announcements and uploads, ask questions, give suggestions, and chat with us and the community.
So first, we're going to make the sponge. To do that, you add, and we're going to do double the measurements, 2 cups of 1/4 flour, 1, 2. Now we're going to just sift this through. We're trying to keep the ingredients inside the bowl. And now we're going to add the water. It's half a cup of water. Some hot water here. Then we're going to pour it into the mixture. Now we're going to do that a second time because it's the double. Oh.
Whoa. Don't you love it when it just drips down?
Just to get it going, I'm going to also add some sugar. You don't really need this, but it just makes it faster. So I'll put about 1 teaspoon of sugar. Now we're going to put 3 teaspoons of dry active yeast. But first of all, I'm just mix it. You want it warm. You don't want it hot because you don't want to kill the yeast, and not cold. This is going to be a very wet solution when it's done. Okay, so here is the dry active yeast. Has to be a nice temperature because the yeast doesn't like very quick changes of temperature. So it's 1, 2, and 3. So you just mix that in carefully to incorporate all of the yeast. Once we've incorporated all of the yeast, we're going to then go on to let it sit for about 15 minutes. Now you want to put a lid over it, and then we're just going to leave it to the side just to rest a little bit, and we'll move on to the rest. While we're waiting for the yeast to grow, we're going to put right here 2 tablespoons double, so 4 tablespoons of oil. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're also going to put in 2 egg whites. Right here. I let the egg white go through my fingers.
Don't you just love snotty egg on your hands?
And then I put the yellow right there. Here's the second egg. Here we do want to be careful because the yellow's already inking. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to save all the yellow. Now it's time to add 2 teaspoons of salt. 1. I use Himalayan sea salt, or Himalayan salt, sorry, it's not from the sea, it's from the mountains. And here goes. Now we're gonna put 1 3/4 cup of flour twice. Now we're going to add half a cup of water. So this is 1/4, another 1/4. We're going to mix that in nicely. Now I'm going to add the bloomed yeast. So we're just going to scrape off the sides. Okay, that's about good enough. And now I'm going to mix. The dough should be very liquidy. If it doesn't come out that way, you could always add more water. It shouldn't be too liquidy, but it should be wet enough so that you really can't mix it with hands. So you want the dough to look something like that. So let us start again by flouring the surface. Once we have the surface floured, we're going to try to break this up into about 12 balls. So now we're going to start making the dough balls. And then once we have the balls about this size, then I'm going to just start putting them in there. Now that we've let them rest for a little bit, we're going to put them to cook. So we're going to want them to do about 2 minutes on each side. So now you can see how it's coming out.
Beautiful. Wow.
It's nice and toasty on one side and it's still hot, high up, right?
Nice and golden too.
Yep, so we're just going to leave that about a minute more.
Now let's try them. I am going to grab this one. I'm going to poke it with a fork like this, all around. Never cut it with a knife, that's a sin. Okay, this is the inside.
Get those nooks and crannies. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
That's what you want to see. Okay, so.
Now, let's try it. I'm gonna put some butter. Just like so. Going to salt it. Now let's try. Really
Nice.
good.
Cool. Now I'll try. So I'm just gonna have some avocado here. Some tomato. This is really, really good with also some.
That's a lot of tomato, Dan.
This is really, really good with any type of fish or meat.
Oh, this goes really
Bacon.
well. If you have fish, barbecue sauce, and cheese, I highly recommend that combination. How is it?
Delicious.
Nice.
We're trying to keep the ingredients inside the bowl.
The droplet touched my hand.
Sorry. Oh. boy.
Whoa.
It's
Don't you
the
love it when
wind.
it just drips down?
Absolutely.
Those gaps, it's gonna be a pain for me to edit. Oh my goodness.
Okay, I let the egg white go through my fingers.
Don't you just love snotty egg on your hands?
Here we do want to be careful because the yellow's already leaking. I use Himalayan sea salt, or Himalayan salt, sorry, it's not from the sea, it's from the mountains. When I was a little bitty baby, my mama would rock me.
What? What is
In the
that?
morning.
What a great addition. Oh my goodness. We gotta add this to the bloopers.
I'm just scraping off the sides.
Camera focuses a bit off. 1 second.
Obviously, we're gonna fast forward this.
Yeah, of course. I'm gonna fat forward this.
Fast forward this.
Okay.
I wish I was in the land of cotton. Old town
What?
now forgotten. Look away, look away, look away. Dixieland.
What? I mean, okay. This part won't be fast forwarded, it'll be bloopered instead, but that's fine. Sorry, fat forwarded. It won't be fat forwarded, but it'll be.
Nice
it'll be
try,
bloopered.
nice try. But it's number 4. That's 5. Sorry.
I asked number 4.
This is gonna be number 6.
Sure it's not number 5?
6. Don't get smart. Don't get smart, okay?
Sure, buddy. Number 6, I see.
7.
It's hot. Let's try it. I'm gonna put some butter. Thank you for watching Father Son Chats. Subscribe if you like our content.
And don't forget to leave your comments below.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.